And you want me to fight out there. That's 7,000 titanium. How much do I actually have? 2,000 there, and then if I reprocess that, it gives me 2,000 more. Stack. Okay, so we need to fit a gun. I guess what I should do is... Oh, I have the gun. I'm gonna go out there in this ship, kill the things, and then come back and get my miner. I think that's what I want to do. So instead of like fighting in my mining ship, I'm gonna clear it out in this ship and then come back for the mining ship. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Although I can probably just go somewhere else and get my titanium from somewhere else. Making mountains of molehills. 4 out of 10. And we have to fight these things? They're just drones. Alright, let's go approach that guy. What's the range on this? Alright, wreck him. Shoot the other guy. Can I loot this thing? Nothing. Of course there's nothing. Can I loot this thing? Nothing, of course. Alright, can I salvage them? Salvaging attempt failed this time. Alright, good. I'm gonna salvage this guy. Broken drone. Cool. Let me just align. Really? Come on. Come on, let's go. Oh, come on. Alright, let me stop the ship before I get out of range. Really? How hard is it to salvage a drone? It's just I know it's a civilian salvager, but still, come on. Come on. How many times are you gonna fail? Nothing of value, amazing. Alright, I'm gonna dock there.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so we blew up those drones, and then we're gonna dock, and then we'll come back in our venture and mine the asteroid. And there's a bunch of asteroids out here. So I think what I'm gonna do is just mine the asteroid. And just go back with a cargo full of Veldspar. And you'll see how boring it is. Just to sit there and mine. Reprocessing tax. Man, everything has taxes.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, so we're gonna switch over to this. Make active. Undock. We need 7,000 titanium. It doesn't take that much, to be honest. No, agent missions. And warp 2.
Warp drive
We don't need a full
active.
cargo load of Veldspar. But you know, it's money if we do get it, so might as well get it, right? 7,000 titanium. Yeah, it's only 70 meters cubed, so it's not even close to what we need. Or like what we can carry. Alright, here we are, and we're gonna do that. And we're gonna mine that, and then we're gonna also put those things there. And then we're just gonna sit here firing lasers at those 3 rocks for a little while. This is the game. I want to approach that. And then we're gonna align to that. And then we're gonna stop. Right, so we are kind of aligned. And stop. Alright, so we are aligned for a quick getaway if we need to. And we are in range of all 3 asteroids if we need to mine them. I don't have an asteroid scanner. If you get an asteroid scanner, you can see exactly how much minerals is in each one. So let's see, so each cycle we have 2 mining lasers. Miner 1, miner 1. 93 meters cubed per 60 seconds. So that gives us 966 units. That's a lot of units. We probably got more than enough from there already. Show info. Units to reprocess 100. So this is the most common. The most common ore type in the known universe. Veldspar can be found almost everywhere. It is still in constant demand as it holds a large portion of the much used titanium mineral. So it's the most common, but also the most used. Like you use it in everything. So if you want to mine rocks, interestingly, one of the most reliably profitable things to do is to mine the most common rocks because everybody uses it. So yeah, it's pretty good money. Like you might think that, well, why don't I just go mine like rarer materials, like more scarce materials? Shouldn't that be more expensive? No. Yeah, this is not really, because the way the game balances this out is that you actually like the more valuable stuff takes up more space in your cargo hold. So for every trip you get out there to mine, you get a lot more of the cheap stuff. And so when you kind of calculate everything out, actually mining the most common stuff is quite good money, and it's easy too. Like you don't have to find it, you don't have to fight other people for it. Like the really rare stuff, you have to go out to Nullsec, where it's really dangerous because people are trying to kill you all the time, and all that stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna sit here and we're just gonna wait for these rocks to transfer into our cargo hold through the laser beam. Not sure how that works. And you can see down at the bottom of that window, we are estimated 124,000 ISK richer already. So this is the most boring but also the easiest way to generate money, is to do this. Usually I would be watching a movie or something, like watching a YouTube video or a movie, doing something else while we mine. It's not the safest thing to do because sometimes people gank you. We are not in a common asteroid field, we are actually in a mission area, so people can't find me here. But the other asteroid fields, everyone knows where they are, and sometimes just get ganked. This random douchebags just go to an asteroid field and try to blow up a miner because they're douchebags. So on the one hand, the gameplay seems to encourage you to just go AFK and do something else because this is so boring, right? But there's always the background danger of you getting ganked by a douchebag or three. And I've had people try it. Even in high sec, I've had people try it. I've never gotten actually blown up. So there's a lot of these tricky little things. They would tackle you. Tackling is like some ships are, they're like you ships that do damage, and then you have ships that buff friendly ships, and then you have ships that disable enemy ships. So the tackle is a particular type of weapon that stops people from warping. So you have like a warp jammer that stops people from warping away. So that's the tackler. So the tackler basically is to bite their ankles and stop them from running away. So, and then the tackler can often also has a jammer. Although maybe if they're really cheap and just flying a small frigate, then they don't have a jammer. But you would jam their warp drive and jam their weapons so they can't move and can't go away and can't fight back. And then you have other people, your buddies, come in with their big guns and start shooting away at them. So even combat, you really need several people to do it effectively. Like if you're just one person, you can't do everything all by yourself. Not effectively, right? And one of the other things people do is they would bump you. Like they would fly the ship into you, and even you don't take damage from actually physically crashing your ship into another ship, but they bump you so that you are no longer aligned to where you want to escape. And so then when you try to escape, it takes you longer because your ship has to realign and then escape. And so the one time that I got ganked in the high sec system, I don't know what they were thinking. The one time I got ganked in the high sec system, they bumped me. So I saw them coming, and I was already telling my ship to warp. And they bumped me, and then I think they bumped me further away from the tackler too. And so I just got into warp before the tackle locked on to my ship. I don't know if it was luck or if I was observant, right? I was actually paying attention, and I actually say warp away as soon as I saw these two guys just come in out of nowhere. And you can see on your overview, you can see other people when they get close. You can see them on the overview, and you can tell that those are not mining ships. Those are, those are like destroyers. So we want to get out of here. Yeah. So I was paying attention, so I got away, and they got concorded. Concord, if you don't remember, is the NPC ships that come in high security. If anyone breaks the law in high security, after a few seconds, Concord would come in and just start beating the crap out of them. So they both got concorded and just got blown up by NPCs, and they also failed to kill me. And that's a gank. And you're like, well, why would they gank you? For no reason. For no reason. They would just gank people because that's part of the game. Part of the game is you can just do that, right? Anyway, I got away. I've never gotten ganked. But other people, if they're AFK or they're half asleep, because this game, this mining asteroids is boring. Look at this. We're not doing anything. I'm just talking to you while we're watching us fire a laser at rocks. So this is the most boring thing in the world. And so people fall asleep at their computers, and then they get ganked and they get blown up. So yeah, that's EVE Online. I don't know why they make the asteroid mining so boring though. Look at this. This is an absolute crucial part of the economy. Like if nobody mines anything, the economy just falls apart, right? So this is a crucial part of the game that people have to do if the game is to continue to function. But it's just literally sitting here watching lasers fire into a rock. I mean, it's not exactly this. If you have better mining skills, for example, then it goes faster. And then if you have like serious industrial skills, you can have other ships that boost your mining speed again. So if you have like a whole team, somebody comes in with a big industrial ship, they can boost everyone else's mining speed, so that's kind of cool. And then some ships have faster mining but less storage, right? And so you have the industrial ship. So the mining ships would mine and then like drop their cargo when they're full. So this stuff, if we jettison, it just pops out into space in a container. It's called a jet can because it's a jettison can. It's a can because it's literally like a metal box that's holding your stuff. So people would like jet can their asteroids that they mine, and then the big industrial ship will come along and just kind of vacuum everything up, vacuum up all the cans. And then, so the industrial ship is a big cargo ship that carries a lot of ore, and also gives the surrounding mining ships a bonus. So then a decently organized operation would have a big mining ship, a big kind of mining transport ship, and a whole bunch of smaller miners, and the smaller miners would go around the asteroid field and then punch all the rocks with their lasers and get all the rocks. And then they drop all the rocks into the jet cans, and then the big transport will come and scoop up all the jet cans. And if they're really organized, then they'll just kind of put them onto other transport. Other transports will move those into the stations to kind of reprocess or sell them or whatever. And like if you have enough people, then it becomes a slightly more efficient and more complex industrial process where you have a whole bunch of, like you have a team of people and each person is doing their thing, and you have this operation going on. But even then you are essentially just sitting there punching rocks. Right? Even then it's not that interesting. I mean, it's a little bit more interesting, it's not that much more interesting. And of course, if you're in halfway dangerous territory, then you might even have a few people in combat ships to like look out for gankers, and then keep an eye out, make sure you don't get surprised by people coming to blow up your big industrial. So it can be more interesting than this, and if you have your mining skills, as I said, if your mining skills were higher, then it would go faster. Let me just check my mining skill again. So our mining is pretty bad, right? So it's not engineering. Resource processing. So mining, we got mining 4. See that 5% bonus to mining turn yield per skill level. So if our mining skill was higher, like it'll go 5% higher for each point there. Also mining upgrades, which we can put mining upgrade modules in here to again boost our mining. And then there's the spaceship command mining frigate, which we only have 1. So, and then if you look at our ship, if you show info on our ship, so for mining frigate bonus per skill level, so for every skill level in mining frigate, we get a bonus 5% to mining yield, right? And we already have plus 100% to mining. So what that means is that if we have 4 more levels of mining frigate and then 1 more level of mining, then we get another 25% bonus to yield. So we would mine this stuff 25% faster. So these skills, like, they all add up, right? So this, like, instead of there, we'd be like there by now if we had those skills. So getting those skills up makes this slightly less boring. And I think we can get mining upgrades as well, I'm not sure. Structure management and science. No, there's nothing in science. Industry, drug manufacturing. Well, there's a lot of the stuff that we can't actually do. Trade, neuro. I think that's pretty much it for the mining frigate. Spaceship command, engineering, mining upgrades. Hold on. they might not actually be here. Let me just look this stuff up. So we're gonna go to our market, and we're gonna go to ship modifications, subsystems. Wait, that's not Galante. Engineering pro. No, this is not it. Ship modification. It's not ship modification. Ship equipment. What am I doing? Ship equipment. Harvest equipment. Mining upgrades. Wait, why did I get? Oh, somebody bought my missiles, didn't they? But they only bought half of them. Oh wait, bounty prizes? Alright, bounty prizes. It's not. No one bought my stuff. They that's for killing the drones earlier. So we got mining upgrades, right? So you got mining laser upgrade 1, mining laser upgrade 2, which we can't use because it's Tech 2 stuff. So mining laser upgrade 1, let's see what that is. Low power slot, requires low power slot, CPU usage. It increases the yield on mining lasers but causes them to use up more CPU. What this does is, so mining amount bonus 5%, right? 5% for each one of those. So that is on the low slot, is it? Fitting low power. So imagine if we, where's my fitting? So imagine, so that we've got one low power slot there. So imagine we stick one of those up there. Then we get another 5% increase on both our mining lasers, which is pretty good. But there's also variations. There's a Lara restrained laser upgrade. This one gives you 8% mining amount bonus. And if we go to Tech 2, which we're not going to do, Tech 2 is, what is that, 10? No, 9%. Oh, we just destroyed a rock. Alright, let me move on to the next one.